It's a Bitcoin podcast. The only one that's making your money is you. Listen to the Bitcoin podcast. So hold on and listen to the Bitcoin podcast.
All right.
Hold on. Hola.
We don't know what it
Good
says
song.
after that. For life
It's-
or whatever.
I'm pretty sure I'm right about this. You guys doubt me, but I'm the same guy that knew it was
Hold
Guilty
on.
Feet Have Got No Rhythm when Corey was like, nobody would ever say that lyric.
No,
That's
you were
such
right
a
on
dumb
that.
lyric to say. And I was like, no, that those are the lyrics. I'm serious.
Yeah,
guys.
no,
I'm
you were
serious.
totally right on that.
He's saying, hold on for life.
Okay.
Because that's what we're doing, right? I mean, the amount that I've held versus the amount that I've sold
Mhm.
is like, if there's a hold to sold ratio, it
Mhm.
hella would be like whole numbers. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Hold on the top, sold on the bottom,
Mhm.
small number on the bottom, big number, right? Like
You dumped. No, just
whole numbers, baby, whole
So you-
numbers.
You dumped everything.
Do I look like Charlie Lee? Do I look like Vitalik Buterin? I don't dump.
I don't think he's only dumped. How much has he dumped?
I
That's
don't
a
know.
good
We're
question.
going to go into it. Welcome to the Bitcoin podcast, ladies and gents, ladies and ladies. This show's for the ladies. All right. This is this is episode 340, 53,
3, 4.
episode 300 and nope, that's not it. But we can throw it up there. This is episode 353.
53. If it's not, let me look in the Slack.
Hold up.
Keep talking.
352 coming in hot from Alicia.
Oh,
Thank you very much, Alicia. I appreciate you for the assist there. I'm going to slam dunk it. This is episode 352 of the Bitcoin podcast. Here we go again, doing our thing, presenting to you crypto news and blockchain things. I'm the host that talks first, D.
And I'm the host that talks third because the host that talks second is currently absent.
That's right. Corey is taking a personal day from the podcast. All right. They call it personal health day. Mental health day. That's what they call them now. That's that new millennial hot slickness. Somebody hit me with that. One of my employees hit me with that this week.
And then you
I need
fired them.
I need a mental health day. And I said, okay, you can get all the days you want, baby, because you're fired. No, I'm kidding. That did not happen. They got their health, mental health. It's important. I think, you know why it's new and it's important, Jesse, to have mental health days?
Tell me.
Because our fathers and their fathers, and mothers and their mothers,
Okay.
We're 2021, we're woke, did not have to deal with as much noise as we do.
Noise. You mean like ambient stress?
Yes, exactly. The noise of everyday living when it comes to email notifications, real mail notifications, phone calls, texts, chat groups, messenger groups, different chat groups and different messenger groups and different apps, Facebooks, your Instagrams. There's just so much noise in life these days. So many messages sent and received that sometimes you just gotta pause. Okay, pause. I just need no messages to go in or out. I just want to stare at this still lake for 2 hours, right? We need mental health days. Back in the day when it was just a phone and you got a phone call, and that was that's it. You never heard from that person, entity, or thing again until they called you again. That's it. Can you imagine back in the 50s when you're like, all right, honey, I'm going to work. And you never heard from that person the rest of the day. And then you come back and you're like, oh, yeah, you're still alive. Hey, I made it back from work. How was your day?
How do you think of all the stuff that you say? It just flows. It's
because that's the way it was then. That they don't need mental health days when, but me and my girl, we talk like 10,000 times an hour in 5 different apps. She's like, "Hey, did you get my message in that app?" And I'm like, "Why message me there? Just text me." She's like, "No, because we were talking about something totally different in that app, and we're talking about something in this app." So it's like, it's just a lot. It's a lot.
Wow. You guys use more than one app?
It's like four
Damn.
apps. So it's like
I use
4
one app.
different simultaneous conversations. It's
Sounds
intense.
stressful.
It's not stressful. It's just
No?
you need mental health. Right.
Oh, mental health.
And then
Okay.
and then think about work, right? You got email, you got
Mhm.
phone, and you got text, and you got to be available on all of them. Oh, and the brand new business thing, which is chat groups, right? A business can chat with another business, right? So you got to watch all 4 lines of communication and try to funnel what type of communication goes into which type of way to communicate, and you just got to monitor it all. It's a lot, bro, when you think about it.
I wish I could just like hang out with you for a day and like on your busiest day, and I could just like see what you do. That'd be
A lot of what I do
interesting.
is like talking on the phone like this and typing at the same time. That's it.
Hmm.
And then driving. A lot of driving involved. It's a lot.
Do you
But
sing in the
anyways,
car when you drive?
I do like to sing actually. But the latest song I sing is Sir Justin Bieber's Peaches. It's a very good song.
Oh, interesting.
It's a very good song.
Wouldn't take you for a Justin Bieber fan.
He's very popular with the blacks, very popular.
All right, let's get to the news.
Let's get to some real shit. Okay, so we don't talk about Bitcoin a lot, but maybe we should, considering the name. But one of the things that's new with the Bitcoin Lightning Network, and if you're not familiar with the Bitcoin Lightning Network, then you're probably new to crypto. But the Bitcoin Lightning Network is a layer 2 scaling solution that was introduced many, many moons ago. Now, maybe a good 4 or 5 years ago now, as a way to essentially lock up Bitcoin from one party to another, and then those, we'll call them nodes, those channels, we'd call it channels, could then route Bitcoin transactions throughout all the way down and through the layer 2 Lightning Network down to the Bitcoin network. Right? Very, very neat stuff. Right? So here's an example of Lightning. If Jessie and I both had 10 Bitcoin, and I said, "Hey, Jessie, I do a lot of business with you, right? In a year, we're business partners. We're business to business partners. We do on average $300,000 worth of business a year, right? How about I put up, a certain amount and you put up a certain amount, and we just swap our monies back and forth, right? At lightning speed. We don't need a bank. We don't need a bank. We don't need a silly Visa, right? We don't need those things. We can then swap transactions back and forth at the speed of lightning all day, every day. Any transaction lower than the channel maximum. And it'd be dope. The thing about that is, obviously, your head is turning and you're like, what? How? What happens if one person shuts down the node? What happens if this? What happens if that? All those questions can't be answered here in this podcast, but can be if you do just a little bit of research. But the biggest thing with the Lightning Network is you could not dually fund a channel. So it would either be up to Jessie to trust me to launch a channel that was big enough to support the commerce we needed to run through it, or me to trust Jessie. But now we can own stake in this channel. I can say, "Hey, Jessie, me and you do 3K worth of business between us every year. How about you put up 200, I put up 200, and we launch a node, and right?" So, it all sounds good when it's coming out of your mouth, but finally we've got to the point where you can dually fund a Lightning channel, which is kind of neat, right? It's kind of neat. And the Lightning Network still has a lot of growth to do. The thing that I most dislike about the Lightning Network right now is that you can't just go spend Bitcoin at a place and it just automatically go through the Lightning Network for payment and then to the real Bitcoin network for settlement. Right? I wish that you could. But you have to specify, like if I were at a gas station, this gas station happened to do crypto, that would be like, we either take Bitcoin and take Bitcoin Lightning, or we don't, right? Like you have to say, hey, I'm paying with Bitcoin Lightning. And they would be like, oh, well, I happen to accept Bitcoin Lightning. Or if they didn't, they would just be like, yeah, I don't do Bitcoin Lightning. See how that doesn't make any sense? That's like, do you take my dollars, my fast dollars, or my slow dollars? It doesn't make any sense, right?
What's a coin join? You know what that is?
I think CoinJoin, if I'm not mistaken, is when you put a whole bunch of UTXOs like in one bucket and then you send the transaction. So what that ends up doing is obfuscating your transaction. So for
Oh, yeah.
example, right? So like if me and you and 15 other people all put our UTXOs in a bucket, but then the payments that we were trying to make on the other end of the transactions were all equivalent to what they were supposed to be. If we've mixed the UTXOs, then nobody knows who's anybody. Right?
It says finally with C Lightning's multi-fund channel command, nodes can open multiple Lightning channels at once. When other nodes can also contribute, these opens approximate a coin join. Multi-party transactions break some on-chain correlation capabilities.
So Alicia just put here, I can read this. What is CoinJoin? CoinJoin is an anonymation strategy that protects the privacy of Bitcoin users when they conduct transactions with each other, obscuring the sources and destinations of BTC used in transactions. CoinJoin requires multiple parties to jointly sign. Yeah, so, like we just said.
Yeah.
Mixing the coins.
You're combining UTXOs into like your batching transactions.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So, man, I'm surprised I know stuff like that off the top of my head sometimes. I'm really shocked.
I'm glad I
am.
you.
I'm like Orlando Jones in The Time Machine. Have you seen that movie?
That must be a little bit old.
Okay, we're going to move on. We're going to move on to a different topic.
Topic dose. So Ethereum creator Vitalik Buterin donated over $1 billion to India's COVID relief via Shiba Inu, I believe, right?
He did. So this is the story that I've been waiting for. This is the story that gets your heart warm and gets your belly warm. And so long story short, there's this new token that's the new meme hotness, and meme tokens are a thing here in 2021. You can meme something. I'm pretty sure somebody will meme crying Jordan just to do it. And then Jordan will be like, hey, I'm Michael Jordan. I'm going to try it. The Time Machine came out in 2002, by the way. Hey, I'm Michael Jordan. I'm going to try to sue you. And they're going to be like, this is a crypto token, bro. Like, do something about it. So anyways, meme tokens. Shiba Inu is the latest one. Doge is the most popular one, quite obviously. And, Vitalik Buterin donated over $1 billion. That's not Shiba Inu. That's Doge. You got Shiba? We got Shiba up there?
Yeah, it's Shiba.
No. Oh, that is Shiba Inu. That's the actual dog. Yeah. So there's a token called Shiba Inu. Anyways, so he donated $1 billion. The reason I think this story is dope is because big crypto needs some good news to combat the heavy flurries of bad news it's about to face from governments around the world. Right? We're about to get hit with onslaughts of this is for terrorists, this is for criminals. Crypto's for this, crypto's for that, crypto's for, why wouldn't you want to be a part of the bank? Why are you avoiding having a bank account? Like all kinds of awkward, weird evilness is headed towards crypto here in a little bit. Right. And so basically, we need some good news. Vitalik said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to donate $1 billion to India because India is getting straight ran right now by COVID. I don't know if anybody has been keeping track of that. I don't even want to mention it here because I don't think it's a show for that.
So he seems to donate his meme coins. It looks like he gave, I guess, roughly 54 million in ETH to GiveWell. It says that GiveWell is a non-profit organization that evaluates the effectiveness of charities. And then he also sent $336 million worth of Elon, which is another shitcoin, to the Methuselah Foundation, which is a nonprofit dedicated to tissue engineering and making, quote, 90 the new 50 by 2030. So it looks like I think he's not really donating so much ETH as he is really just donating the shitcoins that somehow appear in his wallet. So that's pretty interesting.
That is pretty interesting. I bet you sometimes he wakes up and he's like, "Oh wow, another 5 million today." Huh.
It's got to be more than that, right?
Oh yeah, it's got to be way more. I mean, if you
Yeah.
donate, he's probably like, "Oh,
like he donated. It looks like all in all, he donated like almost $1.4 billion.
Jesus."
Right. So he woke up and he had an extra essentially like 1.4. Well, so probably like say 1.3 billion. Isn't that crazy? Just
That's
wake
pretty
up,
cool.
just
But
airdrop.
look at what he's doing for everyone. If it works,
Good on him.
yeah, it's a
Good
big
on him.
big if right now. Ether's got a big old if around it right now. So
Why?
these gas fees are stupid, bro.
I mean, I don't disagree.
I tried to get a friend Shiba, and it was a $300 gas fee. No, a $275 gas fee.
Yeah,
Of course,
that's
all of the Shiba
expensive.
was for a friend, and so all
You're having
39
funny monkeying into like all this
all
shit stuff.
39 million of those Shiba were for a friend.
Yeah.
And
So
let
what
me
have
tell
you
something.
learned?
What do you mean?
Have you learned that it was worth it or it's not worth it? Because it looks like it all tanked a
It was a
lot.
fun gamble. Hold on, let me see. How much did I lose so far?
So it's like 38% on Shiba, and like Akita's like 70 something percent loss. Elon's 50 something percent loss.
Let me take a look. I'm taking a look at my Shiba valuation.
Tell us the real damage, the emotional cost.
I lost some money on my Shiba gamble.
Don't
Not
worry.
a lot, but enough.
And then you got to pay the transaction fees to reverse out of that.
Do I?
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Or do I
Shiba
just say it's
Inu.
gone?
Pretty much,
That
you
money
probably just
is
say it's
gone.
You should probably do the latter.
But hold up, let me pretend like I'm into Doge real quick. Can we throw that sign up there? I'm gonna be a fake Doger. Here it is. No, man, everybody's gonna be taking Shiba, bro. Shiba's gonna be the new currency. You're gonna see Shiba at gas stations. All Shiba has to do. I've heard this from every Dogecoiner I've met so far. 100%. If Shiba gets to $1.
You know that's what they're saying on YouTube though. Like there are people like shilling the fuck out of Doge. Like it's gonna be $1. It's gonna be $2.50. Like there's a huge echo chamber in YouTube if you step into the Dogecoin.
Some whales are gonna go in there and take people's souls. That's what's gonna happen. They're gonna get tired of the noise. They're gonna say,
Yeah.
"Let's get back to reality." They're gonna step in there, just drain everyone's soul.
I mean that's
right?
what we think, but like maybe
I effed it all.
maybe they won't. Maybe Dogecoin becomes the new Bitcoin. How funny would that be? I would be laughing.
If Dogecoin becomes the new Bitcoin,
Yeah.
I'm done with crypto. I'll tell you. I will hang up this podcast. I will be like, hey guys, I was right but wrong all at the same time. I was all the way right and wrong. I'm gonna have to go live with my wrongness and just
Yeah,
I'll
you're
be
just gonna
okay
cut
with
your
it.
losses. You just be like, I can't worship the Doge.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I saw what was happening in the world and I opted out.
Okay.
That's what I'll do. So, so here's something, right? We'll just switch topics a little bit and then we'll get into the interview. But we have from the old SEC. If you don't know who the SEC is, then you've been living under a rock, right? The SEC is, Securities and Exchange Commission. Jesse, I thought you were going to bring it in on that. I thought you were.
No. I'm just laughing because Joe posted in general. He's like, just the three of us, and then he's like watching the YouTube channel right now.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, what's
Joe,
up,
what's
Joe?
up?
Hey, thanks, man. Well, let's show your comment. Oh, wait, we just did. Sorry, my bad. What's up, Joe? So here's the deal. There's a staff statement on fund registered under the Investment Company Act, investing in the Bitcoin futures market. So I guess what this means in a nutshell is that finally, like the U.S. government is stepping in with guidance on how to invest in things. And, I don't mean to beat a dead drum Does that no beat a dead horse? Beat a dead drum. I mean, I'm sorry. That's so stupid. I don't mean to beat a dead horse. But when governments start giving guidance on how you can put large sums of money into things in a safe way to keep you out of jail, it means that the government is prepared to defend you in certain situations if you've put large sums of money into things, right? Or prosecute you. So basically what it means is that institutional money that we've been clamoring on about that's coming into Bitcoin and crypto, like the dumb institutional money is still sitting on the sidelines. The smart institutional money is already here and has been for years, and they're just stacking up the dough, baby. Stacking up that bread dough, baby. Just stacking that sourdough. Have you ever tasted or made sourdough, Jesse, from scratch?
Yeah.
Not tasted, but made it?
Yeah.
Bro.
No, I've never made it, but I've watched it being made in front of me.
Stacking a dough, baby. They're just stacking it. So then by the time the dumb institutional money is like, oh, we were lazy. We forgot about it. Let's go buy some crypto. Why not? Just preserve our wealth. Well, by the time that's happened, it's too late. And smart money has legal inoculation to have the value that they have, and also legal inoculation and precedent to start creating derivatives of their value and selling that to all the dumb people. Not dumb,
I think people like to say like smart money hasn't made it in, or like the big money, but like big money has made it in. And I think it's good to like that you're kind of delineating it's the smart big money, because they're not just buying up tokens, right? That's not the way that they move. They move by purchasing like an initial equity in a lot of the infrastructure that's being built out surrounding exchanges, just everything that provides utility to the space. So it's just interesting that the dumb big money is going to be like when people's 401ks get invested, right? I think that's what we've been saying over the years. It's like when you don't know, but your retirement, your like Vanguard retirement 2030 or 2040 or whatever it is, that ETF is split up into exposure to like maybe Fidelity's Bitcoin ETF or Grayscale's Bitcoin ETF when they do come. So it's just going to be interesting.
Absolutely. Hey, I would like to do something to show. So here's the thing: it's like me and Cora, we've had for years. We've had this like, Sorry, I don't want to completely ignore what you said, Jesse.
No. You're gonna shill Joe's stuff. Go for it.
I wasn't gonna shill it, but I'm also gonna not ignore what she. I wasn't gonna shill. I'm not gonna shill it. Don't. Why would you kill the surprise, Jesse? You kill the surprise. Don't kill the surprise, Joe. Nothing's gonna happen. Nothing's gonna happen, Joe. But I think what you said, yes, to double down. It's important to delineate that there is smart money and dumb money, and on all levels of adoption, and all wealth levels, and on everything, right? And so it goes all the way back to like you buying the pickaxes, or you going out there, you trying to dig for gold, or sorry, are you building and selling pickaxes, or are you going out there to, you know what I'm saying?
You want to play both. Majority selling the infrastructure.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sometimes you do it a circle. Like I'm going to sell the infrastructure, then buy the gold, then sell the infrastructure, and buy the gold. Like you just kind of keep it, so you can just, you just circle it in a cyclone. And that's what smart money does. It gets way ahead of the curve. Like I said, starts paving the roads and adding toll booths. And then next thing you know, they're making money hand over foot. And they're like, maybe we should just, I don't know, fly to Mars. I don't know what rich people are thinking nowadays. Those wealthy people. But
yeah, I mean, they have what companies? Rocket companies. That's the new thing.
I love how Google was so wealthy. They were like, let's just make another company and split up all of our wealth into these other smaller companies. Like,
wait, Google split off?
Alphabet, right? Didn't they make Alphabet?
No, that's their parent company.
Yeah, but it was just Google, and then they made Alphabet.
I thought Alphabet as a parent company has always been in existence.
No, I thought Alphabet was after Google got
really
big.
Okay.
Yeah, and then they were like, well, we're just going to make this other company called Alphabet, which instead of
but it owns Google, so how can you do
exactly that? They just retro did it.
Okay. I can't fact check that.
Hold on. Let's fact check it. Let's do this. Okay. I'm gonna Google
it. Let's talk about while you do that, can I add this to the stream?
Yeah.
You should come on stream, Joe. You should talk about your project. That's what we should have you do. Joe, can we bring Joe on here?
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure if he joins, like if you
Joe.
give him the link, he could. Joe, you want to come up in here? Let us
Joe,
know,
you
bro.
come here and
Give
talk
us a
about your
response
project.
here in the comments. We can get you in here. You got a camera? You got a mic? You want in on this?
Yeah, comment in the YouTube, Joe. So, I guess we wait. So did Alphabet come first?
The Investopedia, this is the article on why Google became Alphabet. So if I remember
Yeah,
tense,
you're right. Yeah.
verb tense. Yeah. So Google got so large and had so much money, right? And had the comment that people make, it was Sir Biggie Smalls himself and Knight Sean Puffy Combs. He said, mo money. They said mo money, mo problems. And let me tell you something, it's facts. So Google got so fucking big, they were like, we need to do something about this. How about we just make this other giant company that owns these 4 shards of company, and we kind of take Google and we just break it apart a little bit, and then there's this big company called Alphabet, and then there's Google, and then there's other stuff. I don't know. There's like 2 more, I think. But is he gonna come in here? Is he coming?
I don't know. Let me ping him on the general chat. You keep talking. Do your thing.
So going back to I really have nothing left to say. I was going to talk about Joe's.
Yeah, I know.
Cut to the interview.
I know. Let's cut to the interview and then hold Joe's thing. How about we do that?
Let's do that. So what we're gonna do? I gotta ask you, like, so do you create these palm trees like this is for Will? Do you create these palm trees like, are they original, or like do you things like I go like down the street, I know Ice Cube lives on, and I find a palm tree and I recreate it, and then sell to be like, this is Ice Cube's front yard palm tree. You know, you could have it. You know, I don't know. I'm just trying to see.
Yeah. No, for the digital asset itself for this drop, is that?
Yeah. For the ones that you've done already.
Okay, cool. So basically, I created a 3D model in Blender with my friend, my partner, and then I designed these unique skins that are overlaid onto the palm trees, and that's going to be. Each skin is going to be unique, like a 1 of 1 at each of the 5 locations. But as each chapter evolves, I want to be able to change the different palm trees too, so they could be correlated to each chapter.
I think we can share some of the palm trees if you guys want to check them out.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me
if you got a share screen you want to throw in here. Oh wait, no, that's probably. I don't think guests can do that.
Yeah, they can share the screen.
They can? Okay.
All right, here. I will do just that and just pulling them up.
Will, you're really good at taking photos.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no, seriously. Like, I felt something when I saw the palm trees on the Instagram pictures that were pulled up.
I don't know which post this is, but I think you captioned it. Y'all must be tired to see me post trees for 5+ years straight. And then the very first comment is never.
Yeah, man. No, I was going every day, boom, boom, every day. Like, I don't get tired of it. I'm never gonna get tired of it. It just is who I am, you know.
That's the one thing I love about the internet is like you think what you like is obscure, and there's thousands of people that also like it. So it's like, you know, you might as well just nerd out on what you like to nerd out on, and you got company. You definitely. Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's one of those banger NFTs right there. My man's, slang some ETH for that one.
Yes. Oh, you can see them. All right, great. I mean, like we Slack doesn't do 3D assets, so we're just showing the stills. So this is the first one. This is a second.
Yeah, if you go back to the first one, it was really funny. Like, I was in the kitchen and I was like cooking with my girlfriend, and the way she had foil out because she was baking, and the way that the light was hitting the foil was so radiant and abstract, it was crazy. So I took like a sharp lens, and I took a photo, and then I started taking it into Photoshop and add like graphic overlays and just kind of tweak it out. But I find like I'm having fun finding like moments where I'm finding like these random abstract things out of certain moments and then turn that into like the skins for the palm trees. I think it's like going to be like the next focus of my photography potentially. I'm really enjoying finding like these abstract just moments.
I have a question, Will. Are you like from your photos, like they're almost like silhouettes, like you control light in the shots really well. Are you like I don't see light being controlled here in like the AR aspect of visualizing the palm trees.
Yeah, no, this is definitely something where I was more design heavy. Like I'm on my iPad, I'm just like messing around with, you know, the different colors. Like for me, this is more of a color play. I love colors as much as I love palm trees and being able to put palettes next to each other. This one was inspired off of the Biggie Coochie sweater, and I took like the same kind of color palette and kind of tweaked it around.
Oh.
This one is supposed to be a little bit like resemble like checkers, and just like, I don't know, the balance between, you know, I feel like in New York, like everyone wears black, everything is kind of a darker thing, and like I like the balance between light and dark. So I took it one step further and added color, and now it's more like a gradient, like almost like a sunsetty kind of gradient, checkered palm tree. So that's kind of like the inspo behind this one. And this one is actually a plant that I took a photo of when I was walking, like a really, really close up tight shot. And I just started to tweak with the colors and try to make it a little bit more abstract. But I really like just the palette of this one.
I like those colors.
And I'm looking, I think the last one, and this is what the top one is, the fifth one we're still actively rendering right now. But this is what one of the top of the models looks like. And all of them will be dynamically adjustable and, you know, in 3D for people to be able to go and see and check them out what the trees have to offer.
I love it.
That guy was I really like listening to his art and how he was really passionate about palm trees.
I'm really starting to like having artists on the show.
That's what I've been saying. Yeah, I really appreciate Alicia bringing on artists. They're really fun to listen to.
It's fun to see them see things. But this is a TBP exclusive, guys. Like, so me and Corey, from the onset of having the podcast, have always envisioned having an engaged community, right? I was just always been like, man, like what if we could create like a global clubhouse? It's just us kicking it with people that have like interests like us. We're kicking it, right? And so we've had members in the Slack. Oh, and the Slack is what we always push. We're not going to other things. I know there's better things, but we like Slack. So, you know, you can join the Slack.
We just bring in Joe.
No, just run him in. I was looking for the Slack emblem, but this works too. So Joe's been like a listener. I think Joe's one of the first people that I knew for sure listened to every episode of our show. And he told it. He's like, I'm listening, going back, and I'm listening to every episode. Joe, welcome to the show. You've been on the show like 2 or 3 times, right?
Yeah, probably 2.
2 times. And you know, not only do you listen, you're like one of the most active people in the Slack. And you're not a shit poster. Like you're just, anyways, if you join the Slack, you're joining people like Joe, that just have amazingly insightful things to say and do and make fun of crypto all the time. Because crypto, if you're not making fun of crypto, you're doing it wrong. Because this shit is silly. Like I woke up on Monday and Shiba Inu was a thing, and I was like, "What the fuck is Shiba Inu?" And then on Tuesday afternoon, my boss is like, "Let's buy 40 million Shiba," and I'm like, "But no," and he's like, "Do it." And so then that happened. But anyways, Joe also creates things, and this is one of the things that he's created. So I'm gonna let him take it from here.
All right. So I'd say about a week and a half ago, I was kind of brainstorming a couple of ideas and just watching a bunch of silly videos, mostly about people making random, coins on Binance. And as I was looking at people making coins, there was some guy making a coin called Moon Cunt, I think. And he was going through his process of how he made the coin. And halfway through his process, he explained that he would send a fraction of his supply to this dead coin address, which is just an address on Ethereum where you can send coins, and it's used as an advertising beacon for other people. So everybody goes to the same wallet address. They look at the transactions, they try to find coins that are there, and then they, potentially invest in those coins. So I went to the wallet address and I looked at it, and I noticed that it had at the time $8 billion worth of coins in it on Binance Smart Chain. And so I was like, wow, that's a lot of value. A lot of people are sending a lot of tokens in there to advertise. And the highest supply that was sent is PancakeSwap's token. And then I said, I wonder if people are doing this on other chains. So I went back to the Ethereum blockchain and just went to Etherscan, looked at the dead coin address, and I saw that there was $16 billion worth of value in the Ethereum dead coin address. So I thought, well, what if I create a very simple website with my co-founder, of course, that allows you to just see the coins sorted by the supply contributed that day. So for example, if I have 100 coins of Joe token and you have 100 coins of Ferg token, and I send 2 tokens and you send 1 token, then I would be ranked higher than you because I'm sending more of my supply than you are. And the idea is that the tokens that send their supply to our specific address get promoted. So we launched this 2 days ago, and you can see there's a Coda Inu coin. Somebody sent some supply. I actually haven't even gone to the blockchain to verify and see exactly how much it sent. That takes you to the contract address, to the wallet. I actually need to do some programming later tonight to make that blue check mark actually take you to the transaction so you can see how much was sent. But yesterday, somebody sent Moon Shuttle. They sent 90 billion Moon Shuttle, which I have no idea what that is, but that's now in our wallet on Binance Smart Chain.
I think it's hilarious. Go ahead, Jesse.
This is an Omega Galactic big brain play by Joe. It's huge brain.
This man said galactic big brain. It is. I mean, this is really cool. And I love that, like, we got like for our eyes on it first in the Slack, just because it's like, wow, it's always like the simplest thought that could have the most expound ramifications. And that's kind of like what we see here. The funniest part of it was, though, Joe's like, you put this up, and I clicked that and I looked at it and I was like, okay, it's a sorted list, and I didn't think anything of it. And then people started talking about it. I looked at it and I was like, okay, it's more than the sorted list. Okay, this is actually dope. And then like an hour later, you're like, okay, so I have so many million Moon Shuttle now. And I was like, okay, so it works. So that's pretty dope. So I didn't know that about these chains, is that people have created advertising addresses, and that's essentially what they are. They're just signaling that I've created something and go look at it.
Yeah. So I've seen it on Avalanche, Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, Phantom, and I think it's on Matic or Polygon also. I think they also have one. But there's like varying amounts on different chains. So by far the most volume and the most, I would say, value, and I use that in air quotes, value, because these chains swing up and down billions of dollars every day. But by far the most is on Binance Smart Chain and on Ethereum. And Ethereum is like twice as big as Binance in terms of value in that dead coin address.
So I got a question. How are you going to spin this into a full-blown company? Is this going to be like a marketing play?
Yeah, we've been thinking about that, and I'm still not 100% sure what that's going to look like. We kind of just put this together, and we don't really have a full thought out business plan. I mean, we started this last Tuesday.
Yeah,
so
you guys were just like, let's see what happens if we like see if somebody sends some tokens to our address.
Yeah,
that they're sending to a burn address.
Within 3.5 hours, we got our first token.
That's pretty
somebody
insane.
said something. Yeah, because I launched it, I think 6 a.m. Pacific time, and then the first token was in at like 9:35 Pacific time.
Okay, yeah.
Wow. So this is very interesting. One, our show just got hella meta, that we had a show then an interview, and now we're having an impromptu interview after an interview. Like this is pretty dope. So, so when you say you had you did say yesterday I got a transaction 5 hours after, and then you said I got a second transaction. When you're saying transaction, you're not talking about coins popping up here on the list. You're talking about like you're promoting somebody for getting on this list.
So the way the promotion works is there are the dead coin addresses. So everything that you see listed there that doesn't have the blue check
found
mark
in the dead
is from
coin
the
address,
dead coin
right?
address. Yeah, that's getting sent every day. So today, all of those Binance and Ethereum tokens that you see, those have been sent to those dead coin addresses today within the last 10 minutes. Sorry, in the last 5 minutes.
And then to get ranked, they have to donate to the address here.
Yeah, there's a specific address that we own the private keys to, where if you send your coins to that address instead of the dead coin address, you'll get ranked.
So like, how did they discover your website? Just posting on Reddit?
I honestly have no idea. If you go to the FAQ, and you scroll all the way to the bottom, there's an analytics link, and basically all the analytics of this thing are public. So you click on that analytics link right in the footer at the bottom.
Oh, sorry, I was looking at that math shit. Where am I looking?
It says
Analytics
analytics
down.
above the
It's
GitHub
like coins all the way at
to
the
the right
bottom.
of FAQ, all the way. To the
Got
bottom.
it.
There you
Right
go.
there.
Yep. So if you look, these are the analytics. So you see the day we launched, basically 3,000. We've already eclipsed our growth from yesterday, and today's not over yet. And you can see where the traffic's coming from. So Google, Facebook, I don't know what Voz.vn is, some Android thing, Y Combinator, Hacker News, Twitter, DuckDuckGo. Yeah, and then those are the endpoints that are being hit. So people are somehow finding this, and
Bro,
two
look,
people
Vietnam,
have already
you're
submitted.
popular. You're popular in Vietnam.
Oh, that's probably what VN is.
Oh yeah, true.
So whatever Voz probably means like voice. So it's probably some chat system over there.
I'm not gonna click on that.
Click it, see what happens.
I'm gonna click on it. Where does it take me?
You didn't make a new character, right?
Voz.vn is I did. Oh, this looks like it's Thai. This is Thai.
Okay.
This is all.
How can it be Thai if it's Vietnamese?
Voz.vn. Oh no, sorry. This is. I was looking at the language, trying to decipher like what.
Bro,
the language
squiggly. Not all squigglies are Thai.
How dare you? How dare you? Hold on, let me look at it. Let me click in here. So you.
Yo, Joe, how jacked are you now? Are you still as jacked as before, or like you took it down?
No, I took it down.
What kind of interview is this? This is not that kind of show.
I took it way down.
Oh man.
So this is dope, man. Well, first, like, so this is what I'm talking about, listeners, right? Is that like the level? This is we do a very good job of attracting the right kind of people into our Slack group. Like we usually boot people who are full of shit, and we try to stimulate conversation that's worthwhile. And most of the time you're talking to individuals with excellent ideas like this, right? So we just call it like the lightning effect of good ideas, and, you know, surrounding yourself with like-minded people. So congratulations on launching something in like less than, I don't know when you had this idea, you know, but obviously, you know, it's cooking. And sorry, I keep getting distracted by this math formula here, the rank formula.
All that formula is, it just calculates the ranking by the percentage of the supply that's sent. So if it's the day, however many days ago, the absolute value, you add 1 so that you can get it sorted in the right order, and then you multiply by the percentage. So if I send 2% of my supply and you send 3% of my supply, you're ranked higher than I am.
You're ranked higher.
It's just a very simple formula. So I just wanted to make it public so that people understand what they have to do to get higher rankings. It's not arbitrary.
Yep.
This is slick, Joe. Like
I'm
I
not
said,
gonna lie, it's
Omega
good.
Galactic brain.
Omega Galactic. Why is Google asking me to translate your website into Welsh?
Probably because of all those coin names, funny characters. Probably somewhere down below that you probably can't even see. There's hundreds. There are at least 10,000 coins that we scraped from.
Really?
Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff. Yeah.
Golly. So that's why like people I'm starting to get like you know you have those like frustration wrinkles on your forehead. I'm starting to get those because now in my social circles, I'm the crypto guy and I should have seen this coming, right? Obviously. But I get asked on a daily basis about like, hey, you know, have you heard of WZD token? And I'm like, what? Have you heard of what's the other one? RLC? And I was like, what's RLC? And then somebody was like, have you heard of PT something? And I was just like, look, I don't know what these tokens are. There's more tokens existing every day than like amount of days in the year. Sometimes like I can't keep up with all this. So it's crazy that there's this many Asia project. Interesting.
Come explosion.
Come explosion. That's interesting token. I wonder if that goes anywhere. American Doge. Not not a regular Doge, but American Doge. Oh man.
Big oily orange boob.
America, I mean, money's gonna become a meme and boomers aren't gonna know what to do with themselves. I bought the Snickers with Doge, baby. What? Don't worry about it. It's that new shit. Okay. Well, Joe, if you want to stick around, we were probably going to talk around one more thing and then wrap things because, well, actually, should we? Alicia, I'll leave that up to you as the producer because the interview was pretty lengthy. What do you think? I'm looking in the private chat. You giving me the thumbs up to keep rambling? All right, she said topic. Topic it is. So let's talk about one more thing, and then we'll riggedy wrap from here. So this thing is kind of really meta, and it's really so back when I had the dreams of grandeur of crypto being something that engulfed the planet and totally changed society. Well, that's starting to happen, right? You can deny that if you want to, and you can say I'm full of shit, whatever. But the Merriam-Webster put NFT in the dictionary and then released that moment as an NFT.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's pretty dope. So we're gonna click on that link. It's Gizmodo. Merriam-Webster is selling the definition of NFT as an NFT, which means you can own something, sort of. That's the article, right? And that's so meta. It kind of makes my brain hurt. But that's kind of the level. The depth at which crypto has to go. Right? It's got to become a part of language. It's got to become a part of everyday society. It's got to become those things in order to ever become quote unquote currency or money or any sort of value stream that people bank on. And sometimes I mean that quite literally. So I don't know, Jesse, what do you think about that? Would you buy that NFT?
No, I would buy that. But I would buy the NFTs if they're involved in video games.
Oh,
That's,
like skins?
Well, yeah. So there's another topic in that category of NFT news. Decentraland founder unveils project of bringing NFTs to big time video games. Big time being like a company, like a video game company that was formed by industry veterans who just are rolling in the crypto dough. And it looks like they're going to be bringing it says NFTs to the gaming world. So I think they're going to be doing it probably a different way where you can swap NFTs between different AAA titles. So that'll be interesting. You play a lot of PS5.
I play one game and I'm kind of bored with that too. So I get it, but I don't get it at the same time. But it's not for me to understand, right? Like when my cousin last year ran up to my cousin ran up to my uncle and he's like, hey, can I borrow $30 to buy these dances on Fortnite? And I was like, what? Why? Like when I spent $30, I got a real game, like a whole game, and it's just not for me to understand anymore. So, and then I put a controversial post on the Facebooks. I said, you not understanding cryptocurrency is along the same vein of you not understanding why your kid is asking you for money to buy fake guns and fake dances on Fortnite. And then everybody was like, it's not the same. And I was like, I don't know, it's kind of the same. Feels the same. Just you don't understand it.
Yeah.
It just exists and it is what it is. But I think that so those are the only NFTs. Joe, do you have any NFTs?
I have a real NFT.
A real NFT? Yeah. I was gonna
He'd be like, show us his keys to a supercar. Yeah.
Oh shit. What
Did you
is
buy it? Oh no, that's not the one, right?
This is the printed out Beeple.
Okay.
that? Oh, okay. Did you do
It's
that
a-
like to make a statement like I don't have the NFT, but I've got this?
No, Joe actually owns the Beeple NFT. No, no.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's the Beeple.
Oh
That's
wow.
Yeah, I downloaded it from IPFS and then
Mm-hmm.
I shrunk it down so that it could actually get uploaded to a printing service. And then I printed it out. I think Andy also has one.
Damn,
dope.
that's funny.
Well,
I thought for a second that was Ali Spagnola's what was it, like 15K ETH artwork? I thought you bought it. I was like, oh
Yeah.
shit.
some of the things that perturb me about crypto is that like the people that are super greedy and juicy for the money, they do so well in bull markets. Like, did you see what Gary Vee's doing?
Mm-mm.
Released 10,000 NFTs, all for a minimum bidding start at 0.2 ETH. And some of the average is going up to like 1.5 ETH per NFT.
For what?
And so
What are these? What is he
just
releasing?
just wanted to do it. Just wanted some
Like
money.
what are they about?
Bro, one of these things looks like I drew it like drunk off my ass. It's a narwhal. It's just a squiggly narwhal.
Did he draw them himself or like
I
what?
have no idea what this is about. I just
Okay.
got a link to it today in Facebook Messenger, and like he's selling these things hand over foot. And he was like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, I just wanted to do it. Just wanted to make some money. Fuck it, why not?" You
He's
know?
probably like, NFT craze is pretty much over. I'm just gonna like fucking splooge all over it, see what I can make.
Just drain it real quick.
Yeah.
So I will go ahead and wrap the show up. You know, I think it was pretty
Joe's
solid.
laughing.
It's pretty-
I like having Joe here. This is fun.
Yeah, man, we
you
have
should come
guests
on more.
here all the time, man. All the time we want to do this. So, anyways, you know, thanks you guys that you become a patron. You know, go to patreon.com/the Bitcoin podcast and you can become a patron. There's tiers that do things. I should know them, but you know, I'm not the best creator. That's the new thing. Are you a creator? What are you creating? Ooh. Are you a creator? I called somebody out on my other podcast, Block Channel, about that because they were like, "We're trying to stimulate the creator economy," and I was like, "What is? Why? Not everyone's a creator. Like,
I mean,
some
everybody
people
can
just-
do it. Like you can grab a microphone, record a podcast.
yeah, but I'm a creator, bro. I'm creative.
Okay.
You
All
know,
right.
but like, not everybody is. You know, some people just can't draw. Don't try to force them into creating to be on your platform to get traffic to your platform.
Hmm.
Don't do that. Like, not everybody's a creator. But anyways, I'm a creator, bro. Join the Slack. Join the Slack. TheBitcoinPodcast.com. Click the button that says Slack. Join the Slack. If you can't do that, I don't even know how you got to the point where you're listening to me now. I really don't. You know, it's 2021. If you can't follow like a link route to get to somewhere, I just don't know. All right. What? Oh, this one's very serious. If you're listening to us on Apple Podcasts, which is still the biggest podcast magnet,
What happened to Spotify?
we're still like in a case because remember we had the music podcast. Well, they shut us down because some of the music was copyrighted.
So we're still dealing with that?
We're still dealing with that, right?
Okay.
So now, so basically what happened was this. Spotify doesn't deal with that. A third party company deals with that. The
Mhm.
third party company says, hey, you copyright infringer, talk to
Mhm.
this person who wants you to stop using their stuff.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm at the point where I'm talking to the person that said, hey, can you stop using our stuff? And they've gone a little non-responsive. So now I'm talking to Spotify again and not the third party
Yeah.
to say, hey, Spotify, can you, like, this person's not talking with, I'm trying to do all this in reverse. Sorry, people. At the end of the day, I don't need my hands. The person, I'm
So
tired.
we're
of
still
talking-
waiting. We're still waiting.
We're still waiting.
Okay.
Apple
Podcast ratings.
Yeah, go on your Apple Podcast. Give us 5 stars out of 5. Don't give us anything lower than 4. And we're very serious when we say this. Joe knows we're dead serious. If you're gonna give us 4 stars, you can go fuck yourself. Okay, we don't play with that shit. You're playing with people's like ratings out here, right? This is some serious shit. What else did we do? The shout outs. I did want to do a public service announcement, so we can take off Miss Harvey for just a second. This should go without saying. It's just very common wisdom, but in these bull markets, maybe you come across wealth, or maybe you're just a wealthy person. I know, a rapper would never say this, but don't go flaunting your wealth, okay? Because bad things come into your life when you start telling the entire world you have a lot of money, right? That's just the way it is. Can you imagine if somebody accidentally linked address information to crypto wallet addresses? Oh my God. It'd be chaos in the streets.
Just
right?
say you're broke.
Absolutely. Like my man, Jessie the man broke.
No, I'm broke.
He's broke as shit. Me too. I'm broke as fuck. No, that's not a
Joe's broke. He's so broke he had to print out a Beeple.
Yeah. I spent my last $50 on that little tiny Yoda doll I have over there. Broke. Right. So here's the thing.
Go to Joe's website, tokenlawn.ch. That's really the main point.
Go back to it.
Yeah. No. What I mean is, for everybody who's listening, go check out the website.
Yeah, go check out Token Launch. But what I was going to say is a public service announcement. Don't do that, because we just saw an article in the Slack today that a lady, get this man, and this is, cover your ears, children, held a man at gunpoint who was claiming he was a Dogecoin millionaire, held his face, put a gun up to this man's face, and made him try to impregnate her. I
was wondering how you're going to say that.
I didn't want to say it. I was trying to say it as not lewd as possible. But he was basically like, "Hey, you're gonna put a baby in me, or I'm gonna blow your head off."
That's kind of scary.
Yeah. So she said, "You blow your head off, or I'll blow your head off." And then,
Jesus. All right.
Sorry, public. That's not supposed to be funny. This man was essentially,
Yeah, he was threatened. So don't say you got,
bro. That's a capital R. That's capital R APE, bro. That's it right there.
Yeah.
That's it. So anyway,
don't do that.
Yeah, don't go around putting guns in people's faces. That's a clear public service. Now, the other thing is don't tell people how much crypto you have unless you trust them like they're a brother or a family member. I'm telling you, and I know some of you guys will say, not even family members are loyal. No, your family just sucks. Don't trust them unless you trust them, right? So that's that. That's all I'll say. Now let's get back to the task at hand, baby. Lori Harvey. Sorry, that's Zotzi Beats. Shout out to you doing your thing. Your career's sliding pretty quick, but I still know who you are and I still care. All right, Lori Harvey, doing your thing. I don't even know why you're popular, except for the reason that you are dating this guy right here, Michael B. Jordan. Here's the thing. I'm going to say some honesty here, and a lot of the crowd members are going to like it. This man cannot act. Okay.
What? No,
that out
he can
there.
act. He can act.
He does
be in
one
a specific type of movie.
That means he can't act. That's
that just means he doesn't have range, D.
Tom Cruise can act, right? He does Mission Impossible very well, but if you go back to Vanilla Sky, you go back to Cocktail, you go back to the man can act. All right. What did he say? Turn on your location. What does that mean?
I don't know.
What does that mean? I don't know. We'll find out.
Ask Joe. Maybe Joe knows.
I don't
know. No? Joe doesn't know.
Sir, turn on your location. Am I giving away some information about my life in this?
Turn on, anyways, not turn off.
We'll go back. Michelle Obama, doing your thing. I really wish, this is from me to you, Michelle. Do more to combat the stupidity in America right now. We need a lot of you because there's some silly shit going on right now. All right, next one. Gabrielle Union, doing your thing. That's a really old picture of you. Or maybe it's not. I don't know. You know what they say. Next picture. Megan Thee Stallion. Sorry, I forgot who you are. I'm used to looking at you from a different angle. But you're doing your thing, girl. Keep it on up. Nobody gets a Grammy and then dry humps somebody on stage in the same night. But you did that. All right. And who's next? Is that it?
Yeah.
Her. Oh, Yeah, shout out to her.
Shout out to her.
Shout out to her. And then this has really grown over the years. It used to just be old wide face. But where's old wide face? There she is. Old wide smile ass. Look at Zoe Saldana doing her thing. Wide smile and long necks, baby. You know, out here looking like a Pixar dinosaur. I see you, girl.
Christ.
She does though. Tell me
She's
she
never
doesn't look
coming
like-
on the show. Like you started that so that you could like at some point potentially have them on the show, but
You know why I
they're
started
never
that?
going to. They're
You
never
don't know
going
me,
to come on.
Jesse. You don't know me like that. That is why I started that. That is.
Mhm.
I wanted it to be this crazy internet thing, and she was like, "Hey, so you've been talking about me for 5 years?" Like, you damn right, long neck. Damn right.
Yeah, you would not. You would not.
She wouldn't do anything about it. She wouldn't. All right, so that's it, guys. I'm pretty sure that's all the shout outs. And of course, shout out to Joe and
Yeah, shout
Token
out to Joe.
Launch. Now, did you get that domain? Like, how'd you get .ca? Did you get that from Handshake?
I think it was on I Want My Name.
Oh, wow.
That's a
Well-
domain registrar. But I just
Yeah.
bought the .com today, so I'll fix it.
Okay.
No, you should keep it .ch. People think it's like Chinese.
Wasn't tokenlaunch.com a thing? Oh, you bought it. Well, there we go. Token launch. Token launch laun.ch, right? It's a .ch play. All right. And I'm pretty sure you'll get this and point it to tokenlaunch.com. So there you go. Joe, thank you for coming on, and shout out to you and all the other members of Slack that come in and kick it with us on a daily, weekly, monthly basis. You know, it really makes it worth it.
It's been fun and educational. So thank you guys for creating a great community.
Yeah. You should, what is your favorite thing about the Bitcoin podcast Slack? Oh, on the spot.
Oh, on the spot.
It's just all the great advice, all the great community members. You got a lot of people that know a lot, have a lot of deep knowledge, and a lot of people that are really fun. And everybody in the community has a different aspect, a different perspective. And I think that having everybody together when we can have, pretty constructive debates makes it a very good place to learn, and also a very good place to kind of share information.
Dope. Well,
But it's mostly the fun aspect, right, Joe? You already know everything.
Nah, I don't know anything.
all right. Well, play the outro.